washed it with. Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? I'm going to be doing some tripe and bean tomorrow. So I go ahead and clean up my meat from today. So I'm gonna go ahead and season it and put it to marinate. Cause we Jamaican, when we cooking our meat, we want it to be bursting with flavor and spice. Yeah. So I already cleaned the tripe. I already cleaned up the tripe. I'm gonna show you how to clean it shortly. So that's all the fat that I get from the tripe. Guys, you need to clean up your tripe. You need to remove all of these things here, these fat. You don't want these. My tripe is all clean up, wash and drain. Look at it, guys, very clean. You're not supposed to be seeing no fat. Yeah. And this is the cow head. Clean up as well. No fat. Not supposed to be seeing no fat. Yeah. No fat. So I'm gonna go ahead now and season up this. So I'm using scallion, thyme, Scotch bonnet pepper. Big boy as usual, we can't leave him out. Him put the spice to the pot. Yeah. I'm using a head of garlic, guys. Bell pepper, large onion, and some pimento seed, as what we call pimento berry. So I'm gonna use half of these earth seasoning. I'm gonna use half, and then halfway in cooking finish, when the pot is finished to cook, I'm gonna add next half. So I'm gonna go ahead, season this and let it sit and marinate until tomorrow. So stay with me, guys. This is our tripe and bean journey. Tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. Half tablespoon of cayenne pepper. A tablespoon of natural seasoning. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of browning. Guys, go easy on your browning. Take time with the browning. You don't want your meat to be bitter. When you use too much browning, it makes your meat bitter. So this is for color. So that's 2 tablespoons. Yeah. I think that's me right there. So I'm gonna go ahead now and rub in all of these seasoning and spice using my hands. And as I say, I'm going to let this sit and marinate. I love it when my meat seasoned properly, when I can taste all of that flavor and spice bursting out. So I'm gonna cover this and put it in the fridge. Yeah. So guys, remember, I'm going to put the next half of the seasoning when it is near to take off. I'm using a teaspoonful of garlic salt. Yeah. So guys, this is my tripe, and as you can see here, this is a lot of fat. Zoom in on that. That's a lot of fat. You don't want to consume this, right? This will clog up your arteries. Yeah, this is a lot of fat, so you're gonna remove this fat by just turning over the tripe and pulling it off, right? You can use a knife or you can use your hand. You pull that off. You remove all of that fat. Bam! Get rid of that. Throw that away, right? So look at this now. This is what you want to consume. Yeah? Alright? Same procedure with this, right? You're going to use your knife. You're going to cut out, you're going to remove this. That's fat also. Yeah? So you're going to remove all of that fat. Because you don't want to consume that fat, as I say. So you're going to peel this off. Alright? So look at that. You're going to peel that off. This is what you want to consume, this nice clean part here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel that off. It's not hard to do. Remove all of that fat. You don't want to consume that fat, yeah? Throw that away. And this is your tripe. Clean and nice. As it is for the cow head, guys. You know, when you get your cow head, you see these things in it. You just cut that out, alright? Yeah? If it's the lean, you don't need to remove it, you know, because remember, cow head have the lean part to it. So, you know, you need to remove this part here. Yeah? You throw this away and you proceed to cut up your cow head. Yeah? So, guys, this is like inside the arteries. Same like how you see this look here? Yeah. So, you don't want to have a lot of fat. So, these are fat. You don't want too much fat lead to obesity. Fat is important, you know, but not too much fat. So you need to remove all of this and you throw that away. You can go ahead and use your knife or you can use your hand, as I stated before, but get rid of the fat. Look at that, right? Get rid of all these fat. Yeah? Same like when you see this fat sleep up and look. When you consume this, that's how it go inside the arteries and look. Just the same. Let me show you it again, because guys, I want you to get it, you know. Yeah, because we don't want to sick and we don't want to be obese and we don't want to be too. Look at that. You see how this is sleep up? Yes, when you consume this, that's how it look. Alright? So as always, guys, preheat your pot, because you don't know nothing can cook in a cold pot. Alright? So I'm using a tablespoon of vegetable oil just to base my pot here. And guys, I'm using my pressure cooker. Why? Because I'm going to pressure the tripe. Because you know, tripe and cow head, it take a little time to cook, yeah? So I'm basically just basting my pot, because I don't want the meat to itch to the pot bottom. Alright, so that shall do. And I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm gonna put in my tripe in my pot and proceed to let it brown and nice. I don't like to pressure my meat just like that. I like to get it brown and nice. So this is the next day. So this is well marinated. Yeah, you smell all that herb and spice. Wow. All that herb and spice is releasing right now as I speak. As I am emptying my basin with my tripe in my pot. All of that herb and spice So I'm gonna brown this up a little before I proceed to put some water. I'm gonna put 2 cups of water. Then I'm gonna cover it and let it pressure. So guys, you want to use a regular pot cover before you put on your pressure cooker cover. You don't want to put on the pressure cooker cover at this point. So I'm using a regular pot cover just to get my meat brown and for my meat to absorb all of that spice and seasoning. So look at that. Yeah, so this is what I want it to look like. So I'm gonna go ahead now and put in, this is 3 cups of water I am putting in on this, because I'm going to pressure it. So you know the time is going to be reduced. Once I use the pressure, the time is going to be reduced. Although I'm going to pressure it, I don't want to fill up my pot of water, guys. So I'm using 3 cups of water. Yeah? If you are doing it on the stove top, you can use like 2 cups of water. And leave this to pressure. I'm gonna pressure this for 25 minutes. So this is the next half of my seasoning that I'm going to be adding to my pot. Yeah, as you can see, I have my broad bean over here. I don't want to pressure it because I don't want it to mash up and mushy. So this is the next half of my seasoning. So guys, this is what my tripe looks like after I finish pressure it. So I'm gonna go ahead now and add the rest of my seasoning, and I'm gonna add my bean to my pot. I soak my bean for 8 hours, and you know when you soak your bean, the pod expands and it bursts. So as you can see here, this is well soaked. Notice the pod burst. Yeah. Guys, if you have lima bean, runner, or fava bean, you can go ahead and use it. Or broad bean, right? You can go ahead and use any one of those to spice up your pot. But if you are using a thin bean, you want to put that in when your pot is 5 minutes away from turning off your heat. I am using the natural bean, so I go ahead and soak it for 8 hours. So I'm gonna put this in my pot now, because my pot I'm going to take off my pot the next half hour. So I'm gonna put in my bean, or less than half hour time. If you didn't get to soak your bean, you're gonna want to cook those beans for half hour or 35 minutes. Because I already soaked mine, I'm gonna cook it for the most 15 minutes, because it is already soaked. So I'm gonna add my bean now. I'm using a lot of bean, and I'm using the same water that I used to soak my bean. I am using that liquid also. Yes, you can use the same liquid that you soak the bean in, which is the water. You can go ahead and use that water. You don't have to throw that water away. Adding my rest of season to my pot. My earth seasoning. Yeah. this is it, guys. I'm gonna cover back this. It looks like I need a little more water, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of water to this. I'm not going to use any thickener to thicken my gravy. My gravy is, the bean is what going to thicken my gravy. So I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of water and cover with a regular pot cover. And look at that, guys. My tripe and bean is coming on perfectly. So I'm adding a little apple cider vinegar to my pot. I will list everything in the description box for you guys. My tripe and bean has been finished. Guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Share the video, guys. Share the video. Subscribe. And as usual, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing. All my subscribers, continue to like and share the video, guys. So we're having this with some rice. Yeah, that's what we would normally have it with growing up. Whenever time my mother do this menu, this is what we would normally have it with rice. But guys, you can go ahead and have it with some ground provision. Any food of your choice. Some dumpling and banana and yam, you know, dashing and thing. Alright.